throughout this thing called life, we all experience relationships in one form or another. How many times have you really given thought to how these encounters in your relationships help you or hurt you in getting the life that you truly desire? Stick around. Hi, I'm Keisha Golder, and today I am discussing the different types of relationships and how each type can help or hinder us in our quest for fulfillment. Before we can talk about relationships and the different types of relationships, let's define what relationships are. We often believe the word relationships to only be used to describe romantic connections, but this term is used to describe a variety of human connections, both romantic and unromantic. A relationship is any kind of association or connection between people, whether it is intimate, platonic, positive, or negative. So, there are 4 basic types of relationships, and most of us experience these every day. And those 4 types of relationships are family, friendships, acquaintanceships, and of course, romantic relationships. Yes, there are other types such as work relationships, teacher-student relationships, community and or organization group relationships, but let's just stick to the 4 basic ones. So we know the family relationship to be the people who we are connected to by blood. The families that we are born in, those of our family relationships. Sometimes they are very, very connected and very helpful in helping us seek or fulfill or get the sense of fulfillment that we are seeking. Other times, those relationships can hold us back because of the sense of loyalty or the idea that we owe our families something, so we go along with whatever they say, even if it's things that we don't desire. And so, an example of this would be, you know that you want to go out here and teach students or the youth dance, but your family does not agree with your choice of way of living. They want you to go work for the government because, as I've heard my entire life, go get that good government job, girl, because it has benefits and because it's constant. But they're not aware that that is not going to give you the fulfillment that you seek. But you go along with it and you do it and you end up being miserable and you're still looking for that sense of fulfillment. So that is holding you back from your life purpose. That's holding you back from that fulfillment that you seek. Now, yes, there are ways you can work around that by maybe teaching children on the weekends or other things. But why give up your entire dream and the way that you want to accomplish your dream just because your family thinks you should? You have one life that you're living right now. We're not going to talk about all of the other lives that you may experience, but in this moment, you have one life. Why not live it the way that you want to? Yes, your family loves you, but do they know what's best for you? Next, we have our friendships. And, these are the relationships that we choose. The relationships with people who, we have things in common. We meet in school, we meet in social settings, and we have a connection. We click. These are people that understand us on a deeper level than our family may understand us, but not on a romantic level. And sometimes, our friends grow into or develop into the family that we choose. So your friends can also help you and hinder you on your path to fulfillment, especially if these friends are the type to want to hold you back because they're not moving the way that you are. Now, I know you may say, well, then if they're trying to hold you back, they're not your friends. We don't know everyone that may try to hold us back, or that may feel like if I keep moving towards my goal, I'm making them look bad because they're not doing anything. So they get jealous and sabotage me. We don't know who they are. They don't automatically show their hand to us. Or it could be as simple as a friend who you tell your good news to and they don't cheer you on. So then you kind of begin to doubt yourself. And, well, is they really my friend, or is what I'm doing really that good? You have to be aware of these people. Everyone who you call your friend is not rooting for you. But those people that are rooting for you, that are cheering you on every step of your way, that are asking how they can help support you while you are on your path to making your goal, and that's whether financially, not that many of us are helping people financially while they're achieving their dreams, but even if it's just to buy something from them, if they're selling goods, or supporting them by helping them put together an art show or a dance showcase. These are things that your real friends are going to do to help support you and encourage you so that you continue on this path to receive and to find your fulfillment. Our friends are always, our true friends are always going to look out for us. Which brings us to the next set of relationships, acquaintanceships. Now, I know in this day and age, acquaintances is not really used much anymore because everybody is pushed into that friend category. Well, acquaintanceships are the people that you may have things in common with, but you don't let them into your close circle of friendships because they don't have your trust, and they haven't done anything to earn your trust. And they do things that you may not always agree with. Now, you're wondering how acquaintances can hurt you. Acquaintances can hurt you when you get too comfortable and you start to divulge things that you would divulge to your friends or your family. And they take those things and they use them against you. Remember, nothing about this path is easy. Nothing about this journey is well written out with all of the components to it. We really have to figure it out through trial and error. And as doing such, we have to remember, yes, even we give people most of the time the ammunition that they need to hurt us. So your acquaintances, you need to be careful with. Don't share everything with everyone. Don't allow everyone to see your plan. One, because God didn't give them that plan or that vision. So they are not going to see it like you. Hold it close to your heart. Keep it to yourself so that when you get to the point where you are making it come to life, no one can stop you from doing it. The last type of relationship, romantic relationships. Child, these types of relationships can hold you back if you let them. One, because you can get so caught up in the other individual in this relationship that you forget yourself and you forget what you were doing to get yourself where you are now, or you forget how to get to where you need to go. You allow that other person to consume you, to take up all your time, to knock you off your path. And this, not to say that this is a toxic relationship. This is just a general thing that can happen because we get consumed in romantic relationships. We're not, like I said, we're not even speaking about the toxic relationships. These are just regular relationships. You know, all of these relationships are equally important to our growth and creating the lives that we want. We learn from our family. We learn from our friends. We even learn from our acquaintances. And if you're not learning from a romantic partner, then how are they helping you? We have to work to get to be able to stand on our own in all of our relationships and not let anyone else's decision or anyone else's opinion affect the path that we take and how we get to our purpose and how we fulfill our lives. Now, why are relationships important? Because they teach us a lot. Relationships teach us, healthy relationships teach us how to be emotionally well. They teach us stability and they give us a greater sense of purpose, which we all want. We all desire that sense of purpose. Purpose equals fulfillment. Purpose allows us to be us, the way that we want to be and on our terms. We have to nurture our relationships, especially the healthy ones, so that we are able to continue to grow in them and outside of them. We have to know that the relationships teach us how to speak up for ourselves, what it is that we're willing to do and what we're not willing to do, and how we want to be treated. These are all important things on our journey. Whether it's your life purpose journey, whether it's your soul purpose journey, whether it's just a journey to get to know yourself. These are all important things. So continue to cultivate your relationships. Continue to make sure that you know what your boundaries are. Make sure that you are placing boundaries. Make sure that people are respecting you and that you are respecting others. And your fulfillment will come not only from these relationships, but knowing that you can go out into this world and do whatever it is that you want within your purpose and get the same fulfillment.